Oh, shit. I didn't mean to scare you guys. Yeah, that's my haircut now. So, we are gonna start out with the Katars Legend tier list. And basically, this is what I think the Katars Legend tier list would look like. In this meta, at least right now. We could have a balance patch basically whenever. I thought we were gonna have one last week, but we didn't. So basically, it goes Lucian, which this is going to be a controversial pick for first on the Katars Legend tier list, just because of his low attack and also blasters. But I think the blasters are really nice to have something to be able to kill with other than Katars, because that's a bit of a struggle. But Lucian honestly has really good kill signatures on his Katars. He doesn't have a bad signature on Katars, and doing stuff like Endlight into Ensig and also just your D-Sig in general and your side Sig in general makes it so you can kill pretty well on Katars. And then of course on blasters you either just kill with Sarah recovery or D-Light recovery. His blaster signatures are not bad either, honestly. Sentinel is second, just because, you know, his hammer is really good. You can GC side sig on the wall with hammer to get back. His Katar signatures are not bad, and also I just think hammer is like one of the better weapons, if not the best weapon in the game right now. I've played perfectly, so of course he's not gonna have trouble killing. And his Katars, he probably won't have as much trouble killing as other characters, just because his signatures do have nice force as well, and they do work in a lot of different situations. Ragnar, of course, just because Ragnar, like all of his signatures are good for the most part. He basically has Asuri's Katar and Sig, except like, you know, it's not as good, but it's still pretty good. Asuri is pretty low, honestly, which I'll get to her. But yeah, Ragnar can threaten off stage with D-Sig on Katars pretty well. His axe signatures are just really solid all around. He has enough dex. He doesn't really have to have a stance for dex like Sentinel does. But I think axe is just a little bit worse at killing than hammer, although it is pretty easy since you really just need cider. But still, you don't have every move as a kill move in your kit, so it's a little bit harder than hammer maybe. And then Lynn Fay, of course, she's just one higher than Ember, which this is different than the tier list I put on Twitter, and that's just because Lynn Fay, I don't know, her cannon is insane. Like, cannon is a really good weapon right now. Not the best, but top 3 for sure. Her signatures are really good for killing. Even if her Katar side sig doesn't really kill till late, it's a really easy signature to pick up. Her end sig is insanely good for killing, and sometimes it'll hit even just randomly because your opponent doesn't know how to punish the move, because it is kind of awkward. And also just the fact that you can press it and then hold it and then let go of it when it's charged a little bit, just like Koji sword side sig. That's a really nice property of the move as well. Her low attack, she doesn't really struggle with killing, with cannon at least. Katars maybe, but her Ensig can be set up out of like sidelight and endlight sometimes, so you shouldn't have the worst time ever killing with her. And then Ember, just because her bow Ensig is ridiculous, that still hasn't been nerfed. That kind of carries the character alone, but her Katar side sig is one of the better Katar signatures in the game in my opinion, and her down sig is okay. It's pretty much the same thing, except you can do a couple things with it, like I mentioned in the Katars guide. And then her Ember and Sig, yeah, like I said, it's not that great, but her other Sigs kind of make up for it. And then Asuri, she's just consistent. She has like good end signature on Katars, which is really good off stage, but the counter is, you know, your opponent just goes on stage as quickly as possible and tries to not take that situation where you can even get an end sig, which then that signature becomes completely useless because you're not really using it on stage. You could true combo with D-Light out of end sig on Asuri Katars, but that's only in low health, and you know, it's not that practical in the first place. Her other sigs on Katars are not that good. Side sig is very bad. It doesn't really hit, and it's basically asking to get Sared every time. And then her down sig is okay, like it has good force. After the nerfs though, maybe not as great anymore. Compared to other stuff, like it's literally just a downgraded Ember side sig on Katars. Caspian has a really good side sig on Katars though. Well, that's honestly one of the better sigs in the game for Katars. My bad for all the miss-says in this video. But yeah, his Katar sigs aren't bad, honestly. I just think, you know, his weapon combo and his gauntlet signature is kind of make him underpowered. But obviously not the worst on this tier list. Katar's side sig is an insane signature for killing, and it's just really threatening in general. End sig is really good for covering those tricky areas where Katars kind of struggle with anyway. So you can just end sig instead of having to wait and then delight and keep juggling them. And you can kill them if they're up there anyway, which you wouldn't have been able to do normally. And then his down sig is pretty good off stage. It's similar to Lynn Fay Katar down sig, except I think it can be better in situations. It's definitely safer, that's for sure, which is what I like about it. And then Nai you have as the last because her stats, she requires you to go speed stance to be any faster than like 3 speed. So basically you have to go speed stance. But because of her low dex, she's 1 dex under the threshold where Sentinel just runs dex stance. She's forced to run speed stance, so she can't. So she loses out on Katar's Dare D-Light, that's a big setup. That's something that you're hitting often because well, myself at least, I do a lot of dares and I hit a lot of dares because it's a really useful setup. And it gets your opponent off the ground, so it's a good advantage state. But Nai just can't do that, and especially with how bad Katars are right now compared to other weapons like Hammer with Stomp Sair, you kind of want to have everything that you can have, which Queen Nai, you kind of have to pick speed over having that combo. Also, if I remember right, running dex stance actually takes away from her speed, so she goes 2 speed, which that is bad. Don't do that. That's not a good thing to do. Nai just needs some kind of stat change or rework or something. Her sigs are fine for the most part. Maybe a bit slow, except on Spear, like Spear end sig is ridiculous. But honestly, the counter to her on Spear is literally just like, unless you get hit by a raw D-Light, you can just dodge up. If you get side-lighted, just dodge up, and then they can't D-Light end sig you. And that's the counter. That's the Katars tier list. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm gonna play some Lucian now in Ranked, because that's who I've been playing in Ranked lately, and I've just been playing more for fun lately. But honestly, when I come back to competitive, he's gonna be the pick that I go all in on.
Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Editing Wrenched. I just wanted to say that a lot of you guys watching this video probably aren't subscribed, and that actually helps me a lot. So before we go into the gameplay, I just want to say, you know, drop that subscribe, that normal YouTube stuff, drop that like button and stuff, and yeah, here's the gameplay. I'm gonna D-Light recovery on blasters now.
Okay, we got Anime Fan. He's definitely someone we've played in a video before. Except last time I don't think he was on the Amethyst, I think he was on the Taros. So let's see how this goes differently. And also Miami Dome, which is kind of not the best map. But, you know, actually I can respect the fact that it has a pillar under it. So the main thing with blasters is just hitting the dare, honestly. That's what I've found. Like, if you can hit your dare, oh my god, I almost got that Sair, and I meant to dare there. But yeah, if you can hit your dare, like, you get a lot more opportunities to rack up damage. Ooh. Okay, that was just bad gameplay right there. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I can get a dodge read here maybe, or I just have to side sig really. Yep, okay, that's the good thing about Lucian. You literally just have to side sig, and that's such an easy move to set up. There's literally so many situations where it's a good option, and like, you can set up for it too. Pretty easily. And now, okay. Jump read. Almost. Ooh. That's the only thing I need to watch out for. Really. Get the recovery? Yeah, just doing those like raw like that. Well, I guess I was kind of set up, yeah. But like, just doing that raw is honestly not too bad if your opponent likes to jump a lot. And it's something I didn't do a lot at first, but it's such a good thing to be doing. Because you can catch them with like 5 recoveries, man, depending on how much they're trying to jump. And the good part is, they won't be jumping anymore after you've done that. That was just a bait in there. Which got me a lot of damage, as you can see. Ooh. Frame trap? Unintentionally, though, with that D-Light. kind of spacing him out now. Almost. Little side light maybe? Nah. I don't know the inner workings of cannon players. This SIG is really good. Yeah, not really good. It's okay enough. Like, it's good enough, I guess. And like that confirm. If you're hitting that too, and you're getting those kills early, you'll be fine, dude. Like, then he is the best Katars legend in the game. It's only if you can't get into those situations is when you start to get in trouble a little bit. That's, I don't know. We just need Katars to get buffed a little bit, you know? Hammer and Axe can stay the same. Maybe we just revert Katars to how they were in 2019 to make it even. Because now I feel like Katars would be fine. Actually, maybe not. I don't know, man. Especially with the Nair nerf. That Nair nerf was pretty big. Like, Lance Nair is literally better than Katars Nair at this point. Because, like, that literally has more drift. Why is everyone on a greatsword now that it's legal? Come on now. Like, I won't dodge you, but I still don't want to play you. Also, you're literally just hovering on that platform. Okay. Like, this is not gonna be fun to play against in tournament. I can guarantee you that already. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Ooh. Like, what are these platforms? One of them should actually just go down, so you don't have both of them at all times to just float on. Because, as the grounded player, literally my stage control means nothing here. You can just hop between platforms, it doesn't matter. Ooh. I don't know, man. Almost. You can die. He's dead. Okay, nice. That D-Light was solid. So I'm not just gonna get destroyed by a Greatsword 2 games in a row. Let's go, dude. Man, you can jump out of that so quickly. It's like you didn't even do a move. You're gonna recovery. Like, this matchup is just disgusting for Katars. I need something I can anti-air him if he's gonna be floating this entire game like that. But hey, you know, like, those platforms are definitely healthy. Recovery. Man, this sure is a fun game I'm playing right now. Where we're both engaging each other. Thank fucking god he just used all his options. Jesus, dude. If it were making me do stuff that was like rash, but it's not. Oh. Like, he's just gonna float there. I can nair you with blasters now. That recovery! I knew the second I didn't hit that recovery, I was just gone. Yeah. So I can't dodge in orange, but I can before then if I really want to. Boom. Oh, should I show you guys why Lucian's the best Katar legend? Oh, that. Because, like, if he dodged in there in any way, he was dead, unless it was up like that. But, you know, it forces him to dodge a certain way. That's good enough for me. It basically makes him not able to dodge a certain way. And that was a 4-minute game. Because Miami Dome platforms are insanely good for the game. That was actually Elo, though. I'm kind of hyped about that. But yeah, if you like the gameplay, you know, drop a subscribe. Not that many people who are watching these videos are actually subscribed, and it does a lot of help for me. And definitely makes it so I can make these videos more. I want to try and do 2 a week, plus some streams, so we'll try that. Hopefully my hair grows back, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So thank you for watching, and peace out.